Hi, everybody. Welcome to my front porch. Today we're going to be talking about context clues. Context clues help us understand words within a passage. I want you to think, has this ever happened to you? Let's say that you're going along reading and you come to a word that you just don't understand, kind of like Sammy here in our picture. What should Sammy do if he comes along a word that he doesn't understand? Well, let's talk about that today. He should look for context clues. There are 5 main types of context clues. The very first one is definition or explanation clues. These are clues that are around the word that you may not know, but the author includes to go ahead and tell you the definition so you know what's going on. Let's take a look at this example. In this example, it says, a cacophony of noises surrounded the group of people. Cacophony is a mixture of harsh sounds. The author's gone ahead and included for you a definition of what cacophony is. You can also see synonyms. Look for synonyms or a restatement of clues. Here's an example. As the cacophony came through the phone line, he put it away from his ear to lessen some of the blaring racket. In this example, we have a synonym, blaring, that lets us know that cacophony means something really loud. Sometimes there's an antonym or a contrast clue. It's the opposite of what the word means. Here's an example. After spending the peaceful day at the spa, the woman was shocked by the cacophony that hit her when she opened the door to the daycare center. The opposite antonym or contrasting clue is peaceful. She had a peaceful day at the spa and was shocked by the cacophony that hit her when she opened the door. Our next context clue is an inference clue. With an inference clue, we have to look at the details that are in the sentence to help us figure out what's going on. Here's an example. I know sometimes if there's a lot of noise, I can't sleep. Remember that little tidbit. The cacophony of war was challenging for some of the soldiers to handle. There were many nights when it was difficult for them to sleep. Well, this reader is thinking in his head, I know that sometimes if there's a lot of noise, I can't sleep. I bet there's a lot of noise from guns during war, so I think cacophony must be a horrible type of noise. This is an inference. An inference is where you take what you know, the information that you already know, and you compare it to what the author is telling you in the text. Number 5, example clues. This is where the author gives you maybe an example or an idea that explains what the word means. A cacophony of owl hoots, chirping crickets, and howling wolves surrounded us. I couldn't wait to return home to my own bed. Well, the examples that we have here are owl hoots, chirping crickets, and howling wolves, which tells us that cacophony probably means really noisy. Let's search through these word meanings together and see about these context clues. I just keep going all over the screen, don't I? Let's check these out. Amy has altophobia. Wow, I don't know what that means. You will never find her at the top of a mountain. She doesn't like the top of a mountain. And I'll look at that word, altophobia. What do you think altophobia means? How did you use context clues to help you determine the meaning? Different people may use different clues. When I look at this, I think about what I know, so I can make an inference. She doesn't like being at the top of mountains, and I know that altimeter is like I've heard of that in an airplane. It's some kind of tool in an airplane to tell how an airplane is so high. Maybe she's scared of heights. Is that it? Hey, that's it. Altophobia, the fear of heights. Cool. Let's try another one. It is somewhat surprising that Christy has metaphobia. After all, she loves butterflies. It's surprising that she has motophobia. After all, she loves butterflies. If she loves butterflies, but it's surprising that she has it, maybe that's an opposite? What do you think motophobia means? The fear of moths. Oh, I didn't know that. But that makes sense. Now that I see it, M-O-T-T, like a moth, motophobia. I get that. And she loves butterflies, and moths are kind of like butterflies. That's cool. Interesting. All right, let's try one more. Jamie has amaxophobia. He has a fear of riding in cars. Amaxophobia? Amaxophobia. What do you guys think about that one? He has a fear of riding in cars. Maybe it's just a fear of riding in cars, because one of the context clues that we have is that sometimes the author restates or gives us an example or a definition. Let's see what it says. Yep, the fear of riding in cars. There it is. Awesome. Today, what you are going to do is you are going to get onto a Nearpod. Your next assignment is to get on the Nearpod that I've given you in Google Classroom. And let me show you what that looks like. In your Google Classroom assignments today, you're going to find a Nearpod assignment. Underneath assignments, it says Context Clues, September 22nd, 2020. When I click on my context clues, it says to watch the video, which is the one that you're watching right now, and then to open the Nearpod and complete the practice. When you click on the Nearpod link, it takes you to your Nearpod activity. And here it is. You're going to log in with Google. Make sure it's you and click yes and continue. Context clues. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to be matching up some context clues cards. You're going to put your knowledge to the test, completing these few fun activities that'll help you practice context clues. Let's get started. What you'll do is you'll match up words and definitions that go together. For example, understanding what a word means as it's used in the sentence. I wonder what that could be. To make something easier to understand. Oh, I know that one. That is clarify. Clarify, and to make something easy to understand. So all I did there was I clicked on the word and I clicked on the definition and matched them up together. The next slide asks you to determine the meaning of unknown words from the text. Here you have some words that say to match the underlined word with the definition that's given on the card. You also have an open-ended question that I want you to complete, where you'll need to click on this picture, read that, and then answer the question. It won't let you go on without doing it. I'm just going to type something in really quickly to show you directions. And then you're going to take a poll. Now, I want you to notice a couple of things here. When you get to this open-ended question, I want you to notice that right here is an option for you to listen. Let's see what happens. You can hit play.
Look at the reference image and explain what you think the underlined word means based on the context clues given in this sentence.
Nice. Those are the directions for you that you can have read to you yourself. That's pretty nice, isn't it? So you'll complete this Nearpod today inside your classwork that you have for assignments. It's on context clues. So let's see what you learned about context clues from today's lesson. See you at 1 o'clock.